Привет всем зрителям и подписчикам моего канала. Продолжаем играть в Noire. И тут убили, к сожалению, женщину, которая... Так. Револьвер.
32 caliber. One shot fired.
Один выстрел произведен и зачем-то выбросил пистолет. Зачем? Непонятно. Так, что было в сумочке? Египетский театр. Ага, может там она? Он, точнее. Так. Подожди, а там больше ничего нету? Да, ничего нету. Пофиг. Просто если бы там что-то было, он бы сразу не вытаскивал этот билет.
So what now? The theater, I guess. We don't have much else to go on.
Да, конечно, ее жалко. Да. Неприятная смерть. Едем в египетский театр.
Can you drive to this one?
Египетский театр. Эх, если бы ты нам раньше сказал, зачем вот эти вот деньги? Смотрите, как человек пытался добыть легкие деньги, в итоге вообще потерял жизнь. Это печально.
You need to leave town a lot quicker than that if you decide to screw over Mickey C.
Египетский театр. Так, ну...
Seems like a long shot. Aren't they all?
Car 11 King. Message from the coroner. The cause of death was a knife wound. Repeat, a knife wound. Revolver appears to have belonged to the victim.
Son of a
KGB all clear.
bitch. He stabbed her.
I thought you said real men use their fists, not guns.
That guinea cocksucker. You think he got the money too?
Come on, Roy. We're bringing this whole tragedy to its conclusion.
Так, все-таки, наверное, это был... Ну, если ножом убили, то это... был итальянец. И, скорее всего, тот, которого мы вырубили, помните? Первый... Ну, не в первой серии, а до этого была серия. Ладно, не важно. Так. Я слышу голос отсюда просто.
And you were gonna let her?
No, I let her collect. I set her up just like she set me up. Just like my manager set me up. Everyone wanted me to take a dive. Everyone wanted me to take the short money. It's for the best kid.
You were washed up, kid! You couldn't climb, and you were too brave to sink. You were going nowhere!
Maybe, but I had heart. I was a Royal Marine, Carlo. If I lost a fight, it wasn't for lack of trying, and it wasn't for lack of courage. I didn't have much, but I had that.
I did it for you, and that's how you repay me!
You did it for yourself, so did little boy. You did it to make a quick buck, and Candy did it to make her dream come true.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got the money, all I need to do is get rid of you. It's gonna be a shame, kid, but that's business.
Так, ну, понятно, кто убил.
We've heard enough, Arcaro. Put down your weapon.
Ну все, ты попал. Вот черт. Там кто-то еще. Кто что стреляет, эй?
Clear me some space here. Throw out the guns.
Я его не вижу.
Goddamn cover. Stay in cover. Where are you?
Эх, гранатки бы. Все, готов. Где там? С кем он там стреляется, не пойму. Наверху, как туда залез? Понятно. Так, а где англичанин?
It's time to come out now, Hammond. Put the gun down, Roy.
That son of a bitch owes me a lot of money.
Catch. Iskanya sails from New York, Hammond. Be on the next train and don't ever come back.
Why?
Because I was a Marine and I once lacked courage. Everyone deserves a second chance. Now beat it.
Fuck you! That English prick is getting away with my money, Phelps!
I'm hearing rumors of a fight that was fixed, of gangsters looking to get square, that LAPD cops might be involved. Either of you two sons of bitches know anything about that?
No, sir.
So, the dead wop who turned up in this theater, who used to be a boxing manager, who murdered Candy Edwards, has nothing to do with the fix?
Absolutely not.
Earl, you're doing venereal disease citations until you can learn to stop lying to me. Phelps? Got anything to add?
No, sir.
Get your uniform from your locker. You're back on the street.
Так, ну и сейчас покажет нам. Кэнди в морге, теперь вам не удастся ее как следует допросить. Ну, понятное дело. Ладно. Ну, что я сделал? Лоханулся. Бывает. Третий раз уже. Ладно. Так, окажется, нашего Фелпса повысили в звании на войне. Ну ладно. Божественное предопределение. Так, ну и...
Earl, Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
2 of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
Да, походу не все. Пойдем. Пойдем. Раскрывать новое преступление.
A dead judge. It's not good.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Да, пофиг.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again. Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with 1 round.
You're behind the wheel.
Да, поехали. Опять новое дело. Очередное.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Так, клуб 111.
Homicide guys are already inside. Bukowski.
Phelps. Back again.
We're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick.
Это же наш
26,
знакомый.
former Marine.
I know Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bowe. And get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Так, понятно, это наш старый знакомый Биковский. Если вы помните. Так, это кто?
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
Да.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Так, рано еще разговаривать. Так, это... Ненужная вещь? Ладно. Так. Зачем нам эти сигареты? Это не надо. О, жесть.
Bad luck, Eddie. Okinawa couldn't kill you, but knowing the wrong people in this city.
Да, это наш знакомый сержант. Понятно. Что на левой руке или на правой? Тоже никаких зацепок. Ну ладно. Опять портреты боксеров. О,
You
деньги.
can try to crack the safe.
Так, а что там? Ничего. Ладно.
Find anything interesting?
Так, Билдсон. Походу от передозировки, да? А, нет, вы тоже убили. Морфин. Понятно.
We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Скорее всего, появился новый источник. Где поставляет этот морфин долбаный. На руках ничего интересного. Так, а где? Давай-ка лицо осмотрим. Мне кажется, у нее лицо какое-то, ну, странное, какие-то красные эти. Ладно. Что с рукой? Нормально все. Конечно, лучше бы снять это. Посмотреть, кололся он. Да по-моему кололся. Жесть. Ой-ей, что тут?
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
Об этом инструменте заботились. Так.
What's that click?
Да, что-то щелкнуло, я тоже услышал. Опа.
Neat trick. Case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Тикет.
We should follow up on the musician angle.
Нужно отработать версию с музыкантами. Ну ладно. Ой, шприц.
Kept his stash close at hand.
Кто он, интересно? Да. Понятно. Так, тут не морфин случайно?
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Посмотри внутри еще. Почему нельзя открыть? Ой-ой-ой. Бар. Ну это автомат бар, что ли, или как его там называют?
These look brand new.
Браунинг, точно.
Haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
This guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them? Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
С детективами, расследующие ограбление. Ага.
Army surplus again. Goldberg must have been moving contraband through the club.
Вот если бы вскрыть эти сигареты, там внутри не сигареты, а морфин. Я более чем уверен. Ладно, пойдем официантку
Find
допросим.
anything interesting?
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps. It's administrative by squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective. Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Стрельба в клубе.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Врешь.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
Так, окей.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Так, вроде правда.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Так,
Thank you for
окей.
your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Окей.
Never the same, are they?
This is another one of those awful
You can drive.
Синяя комната. Голливудское отделение полиции или синяя комната. Куда поедем? Голливудское отделение полиции, наверное. Да, погнали туда сначала. Узнаем, что к чему. Так, ну, приехали.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. You could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working the...
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Так, ладно.
I want to make homicide. You know you made it. Get that guy.
Чувак сам с собой болтает.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
I say we bust in there
So,
and
how
find
do we
the
connect the
goddamn-
docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Так, кого нам искать?
$500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA.
500,000 доз. Кошмар.
This is the crate we recovered. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. Enough to arm 3 companies. Some of these guys are from my old unit. Enough to finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out. McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Thanks, Harry. Stay in touch on this.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got
Так, ладно, идем.
I got this gadget with guy putting recording devices in space.
Ой, не сюда.
His mother would be proud of him, catching all those criminals.
Эх, эх, эх. Наркотики, наркотики.
I'm praying that those prints come through so I can nail that son of a bitch.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
All right, where to?
Синяя комната. Должна быть зацепка.
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life, getting mixed up in the wrong crowds.
The kid had just bought a nightclub. I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Да. А, мы же здесь были. Вроде как, да. Наш чувачок-то сюда ходит, Чтик.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Unterstundenführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy! How about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
Так, ну это та девушка, которая Фелпс постоянно приходил, на нее глазел.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
Так, ребята, я хочу использовать интуицию. Сомнения.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
Правильно говорит. У меня жертва умершая от
My
передозировки.
partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
You're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very noble. But words are just words, Coldfellows.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Owen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day? You'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Да, интересно. Так, ну мы поджидаем нашу немецкую девчонку. Проследить за Элизабетом. Ладно, проследим. Но уже в следующей серии, ребята. С вами был Акул. Подписывайтесь на мой канал. И до скорых встреч, ребята. Думаю, интересное дело. Ну, вообще, в Noire все дела интересные. Пока.